I'm going to call him back. See if he picks up. Kyle, pick up.
You ever watch the Zeitgeist documentary?
Uh-uh.
Watch it.
Yeah. I gave Kyle my number. Kyle, pick up the phone.
Hey, this is Kyle. Leave me your name and number, and I will get back to you as soon as I can.
Okay. All right. So we'll see if he calls back.
Yeah. Oh, there he is.
That's him right there. Kyle.
Hey!
There he is. All right.
Hey.
We finally got. Sorry, man. We were Christian and I here. We were having a conversation about 9/11. We got heated. And we're arguing.
I mean, I wasn't arguing. I was just poking you a little bit.
Yeah. He likes to poke the bear. Hey, Kyle, how you doing, buddy?
Don't poke the bear.
Yeah, don't poke the bear. I get all angry. Roar!
It's like, oh, hey, I'm going to poke him. What else is he going to say?
I get so angry and everything.
I know. That's why I was like prodding you a little bit.
Yeah. It's not good. Because then I miss Kyle's phone call. And it goes to the voicemail, and he's probably over there thinking like, oh, this guy's blowing me off.
Right.
And everything else.
Right.
So, yeah.
Well, welcome to the show, Kyle.
Hey, yeah, Kyle. Welcome. You are live on the Big Bad Dumb Show.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for having me on. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. We talked to Hilton last week.
Well, why don't you introduce who Kyle is first?
So Kyle is a actor.
Yeah.
A very busy actor from what I've seen.
Attaboy.
On your IMDb. You've been doing this for a while, haven't you?
I have. Yeah, I've been actually. I caught the acting bug when I was in the 7th grade. So yeah. It's been a long, awesome roller coaster of a ride.
Yeah. So in 7th grade, what are you doing in the 7th grade?
Well, you remember that show, the TV show Fame?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm watching Fame, and there's this dancer Leroy, and he's up on stage, and he's like spinning around and jumping over mannequins and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, oh my God, that was like so much fun. I have to do this. so that's what happened. So Leroy.
So
full credit.
I got to ask you, Kyle, how did you get into acting? Because how did you find do you have an agent?
You know what? I don't have an agent right now, but
right.
But that's okay because it's like this whole business is about connections anyway.
Right.
So it's like there are lots of people, like friends of mine, that have agents.
Right.
That it's like they're just not getting help, not getting auditions and whatnot. And it's like you have one audition a year with an agent.
Right.
And it's like really. You know, so it's just like unless you are with one of the better connected agencies,
right.
It's like, you might as well just go out and hustle yourself.
Well, my family got scammed by one of those acting agencies. When I was about 12 or 13, we got scammed by the O'Brien Rotman agency. I don't know if you remember them.
Where is this?
This was in Los Angeles, right there in Burbank.
Well, yeah.
And
wow,
yeah, so we got scammed out of like $2,500. They were guaranteeing all this stuff.
It was one of those like portfolio things.
Yeah, so they were like, "Oh, we're going to help you build a portfolio. We're going to have you read some lines. We're going to film it. We're going to send it out to people." And then the following year, we just heard that they went bankrupt and they were being sued by different families. And turned out it was just a huge scam. So nobody was getting auditions really.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's unfortunate. And I know that kind of hustle happens all over the country.
Right.
So like especially in states that are not Los Angeles.
Right.
Or New York,
I'm totally fascinated with the whole acting world, and everything else. With your career, what was like your first interview, your first casting call that you went on, and then actually like nailed it and got the gig?
Well, golly,
is that going back a little too far?
Well, yeah, I mean it's been a long road, so I'm trying to remember. Yeah. When I was 15, is when I think that first happened. It's like I had an agent and I had this audition for this this film, and no, different story. So okay, this was a TV show, and it was a Disney show called 15.
Okay.
And so it was about like these kids in school, you know, and it was kind of an improv show with some ideas. Like, here's your situation, but you're going to improv the show. So,
cool.
so I go in and I do it, and and kick ass, and I book this show, and all of a sudden it's like, well, you have to go to Canada to do this, and it will be, however long that's going to be, 23 weeks or something like that.
Wow.
And and my high school, I went to the Performing Arts High School in Houston, and they have a pretty strict policy where if you choose to start working professionally, you can't go to school here.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. It's like the NCAA of acting?
What's that?
It's like the NCAA of acting. It's like as soon as you turn pro, you can't be an amateur anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get it, because it's like, they have so many different departments, and dance and music and art, and so if everyone is like doing their thing and trying to work and stuff like that, then you really can't put your time into the school. So my choice was that. It's like I can either stay at the same school, which is from Arts High School, and or I can go do the show in Canada, and then who knows what's going to happen with that.
And then make money.
So I actually chose not to do it.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, so I stayed at the Performing Arts High School, and it was awesome. And
that takes guts, dude, to turn down a Disney gig.
Yeah, good for you, because I would have been like, fuck this, I'm out, I'm 15, I'm going to go make millions working for Disney, no more fucking school.
I know, right? I know. You think about these decisions, as hindsight. It's like, well, man, I wonder what would have happened if I, done that show. But it turns out the show didn't go anywhere.
Okay.
I think it was on for like maybe 5 episodes, and then it got canceled.
Yeah, but see, I'm curious. I mean, was there must have been something like Britney Spears was in that didn't go anywhere, and then finally, we have the Mickey Mouse Club we're going to start up again. You can go do that.
Oh yeah.
So there might have been another project.
Right.
Ugh. Disney.
Yeah.
That's guts, dude.
Yeah.
I applaud you for that. That's total. That's ballsy. At 15. At 15 is to do that.
Yeah, I think that I don't know. It's like, all right. I just thought that these opportunities are going to continue.
Yeah.
Right.
So if I take this and blow the school, then there's all this training I'm going to miss out on. And it was like I was a sophomore in high school.
Yeah.
So it was like I knew that a lot of the awesome stuff comes your junior and senior year, and
sure.
So that was that.
Yeah. So I mean, going down through the one that popped out to me, dude, is Last Dance. Because I'm just like, what, Sharon Stone? And then you go and you look at like the whole cast of this movie, and it's like there's just Randy Quaid. It's like I'm like all these guys, Skeet Ulrich, like he was like that's like when he was like really like hot. That was like before Scream, wasn't it?
Yeah, he had actually just broken out, so he was like kind of a big deal, at the time. And my agents were like, yeah, we're gonna push you like Skeet Ulrich, So and then I ended up working with him. So I actually didn't have a scene with him, but I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, it's just one of those just since you were a kid, this is all you've been doing, and you've been involved in every aspect of the movie industry, right?
Yeah. So basically in film, one way or the other. So whether it's been in front of the camera or behind the camera, it's like when I got to LA, I'm going to do anything I need to do, to get on a set.
Yeah.
So I was swinging hammers and, doing grip work and art department and did some special effects. And, it's like, all right. And at the time, I was so naive. I was like, all right, so I'm going to get on set. I'm going to be doing this carpenter stuff.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to hand the director my headshot.
Oh,
right.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, but that, of course, never works.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's just what I thought at the time, and so I'm like,
Right.
oh yeah, I'll just get on sets and give everybody my headshots, and and anyway, so
Who cares, dude? Network.
Basically,
Network.
what you guys are doing right now is you're just in this day and age with what you guys are doing with this zombie with a shotgun
Yeah, pretty cool.
project is you can fund it yourself, control the project from beginning to finish.
I think that's the beauty of that. You know?
it is. It is. It's like it's so much. It's such a grind to actually pull off, and to get a film made. That it's like for an independent filmmaker, unless you have deep pockets or a rich uncle or whatever, it's
Sure.
like it all depends upon the crowdfunding and for people to buy perks and get a poster and whatever,
Right.
a signed anything, get a T-shirt. It's like, so basically Indiegogo becomes like a store that will fund the film.
Okay.
Right.
So people put money in, but they get stuff.
Sure.
And then, whatever is left over, goes to making the actual movie.
Well, I put my money in, dude. So that's why
right.
I'm helping. That's why I'm
right.
helping, to promote this and push this. And like I told Hilton last week, I'm like, it's just because I'm selfish and greedy, and I want my stuff.
Right. So what did you buy? What did you ultimately?
Stuff.
Yeah. What did you ultimately buy?
So what I did, I got in at the $75 level.
Oh, nice.
Is what I did,
Nice.
or the $65 level, and then $10 for shipping and handling. I think. So
Right.
I've got a Blu-ray, DVD, digital download. They tweet out at you all the time.
Oh, nice.
A bumper sticker, all kinds of stuff.
Paying for tweets, you fucking sell.
Hey, you know what? I'll buy followers. I don't have to buy followers. I just
right.
have all the random sex cam girls seem to be following our account.
Yeah.
And everything else. So
Oh
the numbers,
yeah. The Twitter the Twitter whores.
Yeah.
Or
Or
but they're fake.
they are-
They're just
the-
fake Twitter.
they are out
Insta
into the
whores.
forest,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I get like 6 of them a day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Come to my cam soda webcam and
yeah.
fuck me silly.
No.
It's like, what?
Yeah. It's like, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Of course, then I click
Twitter,
on the
huh?
link, and I've got viruses, and the FBI knows that I have porn on my computer, and they're coming to get me.
Oh, man.
what
You got
happens.
sucked into that.
Yeah, I got trapped. But the thing is like, I wish I could do more, Kyle, because I would love to been a zombie that gets killed. I would love to have been at that level. I would love to have I'd like to have an IMDb one day, and be able to have an executive producer credit on there of some kind.
Right on, man. Well, you
know.
can do it. You can make this happen.
Yes. So I mean, if we can
These things are all attainable.
yeah. So it's just like everybody out there. I'm just like, let's go. I want my stuff.
Right.
I want my.
So I got a question. How would I get a signed poster by the entire cast? That's something I would want.
It's in there.
That's in there. It's in a perk. Basically, the way the perks work is each one that goes up, you get that and everything that's below it.
Oh, got it.
So I think the signed poster from the cast, I believe, is at 150.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
not
then
bad.
you also get all that other stuff.
But you get the other stuff. You get the Blu-ray, the DVD, the
you get all of
digital
it.
download,
Got it.
all that. So
Got
yeah,
it,
so
got it.
that's,
Okay, I didn't know that was in there.
Now there's some of them that this is just this. You don't get all the other stuff.
Right.
But that's because what you're getting is awesome. You're getting on-screen time as a zombie getting killed or something.
Right.
And like I was saying there. So I was going through and I know I can't afford it, but I just keep scrolling to the high value stuff. What's really cool? What's this going to get you? and all that stuff. And I'm just like, oh man, I'd love to do that. But
So Kyle, somebody over here just typed in by the name of Andy Oakley Lee. She wrote, "Laugh out loud. Pay more money, $250 for #the chair." Now, what's the chair? Explain that.
The Chair is actually it's a film that I was in and ended up producing last year, and it's Peter Simeti creation. It was based on a graphic novel, Roddy Piper. It was one of Roddy Piper's last films.
Oh wow!
I saw pictures.
Yeah, so
from
if you look up at the Chair Horror on Twitter, then you can check it all out, and they have links to their websites and everything. But like Noah Hathaway was in it, and from Neverending Story, Zach Galligan from Gremlins.
Oh wow!
Wow, what a cast!
Yeah, Naomi Grossman, she was in it from American Horror Story.
Wow.
Oh,
So,
here's
yeah.
hold on. We've got like a little trailer here. I'm gonna pop that. Hold on. Stop. Go back. I'm gonna bring this up here. Got a little preview on the Twitter in there. I want to see that.
I gotta say, it looks rad.
Oh,
Chair.
okay. The music. Turn the music off.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
In Warden we trust.
I can't do that, dude. That music. That last little bit right there gave me chills,
Right,
dude.
right.
I can't.
Yeah, actually, a friend of mine is the composer, Douglas Edward, and he's phenomenal. So you're creeped out by Doug.
Dude, just the music alone, like it just faded to black, and that little bit went boo, 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 and I'm like, no,
Yeah.
turn it down. I can't do it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like if I ever hear like that kind of music,
Yeah.
like coming from my living room, I will barricade myself in a closet or something.
I will burn this fucking living room.
I can't do it. So
man.
where can we get the chair? Is it on? It's like,
It is actually, it's not out yet. So,
dude.
it will be. It's actually in discussions with distribution right now.
Okay,
So,
Netflix. Come on.
It'll probably go to Netflix. I think that'll be one of the things. I don't know what the rollout is going to be because I think generally like it comes out on other things like
Right.
Amazon and iTunes and
Okay.
all kinds of other video.
I've got Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime. I don't whichever. I
understand the whole Amazon Prime thing, but like as a producer,
yeah.
Amazon Prime is not a good deal because
Well, see, that's what I've been hearing.
Because it's like you go on Amazon Prime, somebody can watch, like you get 10 cents, I think, per view of your film.
Oh,
So-
what a
so
load!
It's bullshit.
So they're the
that's why-
Spotify of
Yeah.
the film industry.
yeah.
Right. So people like will put their stuff on Amazon Prime just for the exposure down the road.
Right.
But it's not.
I mean,
filmmaker-friendly.
Christian and I have had discussions about different things because like he's come from like the music world and behind the scenes kind of stuff and whatnot. And I mean, I'm just a hillbilly from Central Ohio is all I am. So like, I don't have any real world experience as
Right.
far as entertainment stuff goes
Right.
and stuff like that. But because like I see all my favorite like comedians and stuff like that. And
Right.
they're putting like specials together and then they're actually producing them themselves.
Right.
And then they're taking them to Hulu or to Netflix
Or YouTube.
or YouTube
Right.
Red because
Right.
now it's YouTube Red.
Right. YouTube
is
Red.
the pay
right.
service.
Right.
And so it's that has opened it up even more. And then even when you look at somebody like Louis C.K., he did Horace and Pete. I don't know if you've seen any of the Horace and Pete yet.
I have not.
Okay, it would be worth your time, and because then in another avenue, it's another avenue of getting it out to the public.
Right.
To whereas you guys host it, you guys sell it direct. Keep all your money, but then your exposure level is different, of course. But it's a continuous.
If everyone's got a base, then you're counting on your fan base to spread the word, about your project because actually advertising and stuff
Right.
like that costs lots of money, which
Right.
is why, so many films don't ever really see the light of day or make any money or, because it's like you put $2 million into print and advertising and then you got to make all that back,
Sure.
So,
Yeah, and then that's where like a big budget type studio, because they're going to distribute it and they're going to cover those advertising costs and all that
Right.
stuff. And they're just like, here's money, go make a movie,
Right.
Right.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's like that's the big machine part of the industry where it's like you have all the superhero sequels and all that kind of stuff. It's like guaranteed people will want to go see this, so they put like a shitload of money into it,
Well,
to put it out.
But then every once in a while you get the Ghostbusters reboot. That
you know what? I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like the mentality of like brand recognition is what's going to sell tickets instead of like somebody, like the Wachowski brothers, doing The Matrix.
Gotcha.
It's like something that's completely original and like let's blow some minds by something cool and original.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that's missing, except in independent film.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
And that's why it's like it's so important for people to really like support these crowdfanding things for something that they believe in, because these things don't happen otherwise.
Yeah. Absolutely, 1,000%.
So Zombie with a Shotgun would just be like a wish, like a feather in the wind. It's like, oh yeah, well we wanted to do that, but never got the money.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah.
But that is
Well, it's because because we've had the discussions about the Ghostbusters reboot and everything else, and Christian and I sat here, and in 30 seconds we came up with a better synopsis, a better movie that would have accomplished everything the studio would have wanted. So they could have kept their all-female cast. And all
we
this
did.
other stuff.
We did it in a sum of 30 seconds.
We came up with it. It's just you just have a passing of the torch. You just have one of them died in real life. You have a funeral scene. You pass the torch to the next generation. They can be all girls. Done. You keep the old fans happy. You bring in the new millennials.
I mean, it didn't even need to be somebody dying. It could have been like, hey, we're too old.
Yeah.
One of them stumbles into their father's, equipment, and
what is this?
What is this?
Yeah.
And
they start ghosting.
I mean, that's just another of many
Yeah.
opportunities or options that we came up with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to tie the old franchise in with the new franchise, so that way the new franchise can basically move ahead in the direction versus being rebranded in the same vein, essentially. You know what I mean? So that's essentially what they did, was they rebranded the same brand.
Yeah. So that's why independent films. You have
absolutely
all kinds of things. So Kyle, look, man, this is I've been excited for like a week to have you on the show.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah.
I mean, so and that's the thing. It's like this is all like you guys are independent podcasts, you know, and I mean independent actor, and it's like so it really becomes a very symbiotic relationship.
Sure.
So it's like this is the way this happens,
right?
With
Yeah.
being ABC or something.
Yeah, all of like 22 people will hear this. So hopefully we can get 10% to contribute, which that's going to get our numbers close to like 165. I think I've seen on Twitter.
Yeah,
you're like at one. I think it's like at 161 or 162.
Yeah.
How many people? Yeah, we got like I think today is up to 165 contributors.
Yeah. So we just keep the numbers rolling.
Yeah, that's rad.
And then also I wanted to bring up Preacher 6.
Yeah.
Because this is another project.
He's like, yeah.
Because I've gotten to know these things just between him and Hilton and the Zombie with a Shotgun and all these Twitters and everything else. And his wife is involved with this one too. Am I correct on that?
Right.
Yeah, my wife is a screenwriter.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah. So tell us about the Preacher 6 project.
Preacher 6 it's like it's a grindhouse kind of horror film with some action, some comedy, and just like ridiculousness that happens. Basically, this preacher from a small town comes into a big town, and he discovers that he's got to kind of kick a lot of ass following the footsteps of 5 other preachers before him.
Love it. Kyle.
So that's basically what happened. So he ends up like fighting evil in a physical sense.
Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and there's so many cool characters in it that my wife Tracy came up with, and it's gonna be awesome.
So you got to be nice to your wife because she'll write some awful things into your script.
You die scene 1.
She's like, yeah, we're gonna have you in one scene in the beginning, and then you die.
Yeah, you pissed me off today.
Let's
you didn't
see.
take out the trash.
We need somebody to play the dog.
Yeah. Now you die in like the first minute of scene 1.
Right.
Enter protagonist.
That guy number one is my title.
Yeah, it's just enter protagonist. Protagonist shoots Kyle in face.
Right.
In scene.
Right.
It's just move.
Kyle dies.
Daytime. All right. Kyle, I gotta ask you here. I think we have a stalker of yours that's listening and is in our chat box. Basically, we have a request that says, "Freak him out. Ask him if it's like North Platte, Nebraska."
yeah. North Platte. That is a place that you probably never want to go to.
As far as a setting for like Preacher 6, I guess is what.
It's kind of like Twin Peaks.
Okay.
You know. Yeah, so if you can visualize that in an actual city, then that's kind of what it is.
If you ever want to film a movie, a scary movie in Ohio,
yeah, and I know who that person is, and she's actually one of our co-executive producers.
Okay, good.
Oh, right on.
All right, good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to see in the news that like Kyle Hester was murdered by a stalker because they found, I mean, it'd be great press for me, Kyle, but I don't want to see that happen to you.
Yeah, if you ever want to film a movie in Ohio, a scary ass place, oh my god, dude! When I was a kid, I went to this place called Helltown. It was Boston Township, up in north side of Ohio. Crazy, insane place.
Yeah, we have some spots.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
some spots.
Some spots.
You got to just go down the street, and you got houses that are like me and my you have no idea. Me and my wife.
Some depressed areas in Columbus.
Me and my wife are trying to look for a new house, right? So we're looking around town. We go a little bit outside of the city, and we see these Victorian houses. I mean, just like one after another. And we have this joke where we're like, that house is fucking haunted.
Yes.
That house is haunted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you know what? Maybe it's not a joke.
It's
Right.
not.
Maybe it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, I've had some. I know I've had some hauntings in my life, so I've.
If you've got some cash,
I've seen a ghost
Kyle.
or two.
You know what, Kyle? I'm glad you mentioned that because that's something I've always wanted to talk about on the show, and I'd love to have you on another episode of the Big Bad Dumb Show where we can talk about hauntings that have happened because I can tell you I've had some stuff happen.
Yeah. Well, actually, what I was going to say was if you get some cash lying around, about $900,000, you can buy the actual Amityville horror house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, right.
That would be a
What? You mean you don't-
You know what I would do? You know what I would do? If I was a billionaire, I would buy that house and I would plant a fucking parking lot there.
Oh, okay.
I would bulldoze the fuck out of that
because
house.
the demons are going to come after you for that one.
Well, no, you get the biggest bulldozer you can find that'll just mow it over in one mow, so you have no demon.
You know that these things reattach, right? They detach from objects.
Maybe make like a Japanese garden
Right,
there,
or remote control your bulldozer into that place via drone. You know what I mean?
Right. So you're not the actual one that look. I didn't do it.
Right.
I was over here
Right.
playing on my computer.
Yeah, I'm in the Bahamas controlling this thing as far away as I can.
I'm a believer in some of that stuff, man.
Right. Oh,
it's creepy.
We were looking at eBay.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about ghosts and like believing in it or
Right.
not believing in it. It's like whether or not you believe in it or
Right.
not,
Yeah.
it's still a reality.
Exactly.
Sure.
So you don't have to believe in it to see like a door slam,
Yeah.
where there's no wind.
Oh, dude.
Or anything like that. Like that shit is real. So I don't have to I don't believe in door slamming without things happening.
Oh,
what I mean?
sure.
Well, that just fucking happened. So
Oh, sure.
you know,
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't need. Yeah, I'm okay. Just like, dude, if music sets me off, if I'm triggered, to use the word of of millennials these days, if I'm triggered by scary things, it's music.
Yeah.
I don't need to see anything else.
Yeah. I mean, but there's been like 2 movies. I'm a grown ass man, and there's been like 2 movies that have like literally to this day scared the absolute bejesus out of me. It's The Exorcist, the first one. Even if I watch that today, I'm 34 years old, and that movie makes me cower like a 4-year-old fucking kid.
Yeah, that's a brilliant movie.
Yeah. And then the other one that I just recently saw was The Conjuring, the first one. And I
have not seen that.
Oh my god, that made me like turn every light on in the house.
Yeah.
I had to tippy toe to the bathroom. 30-year-old man, looking around, going, "What the fuck was that noise?"
I love this. I love this chat.
Yeah.
So now our pal over here, she wants us to tell you that she has to go smudge the back house with smoke and a gun. I love the inside jokes that we have nothing, and it makes Kyle laugh, so that's all I care about. So it's just an inside joke. It makes Kyle laugh. Works for me, man.
Right.
That's funny.
Kyle, I don't know if you're ever out East Coast way in Ohio. I don't know why you would be. It's just a terrible place to visit. But if you ever find yourself out here, please let me know, because I'd love to have you in the studio.
Yeah, I'm still questioning why I moved here.
Hey, it's the Midwest.
Right on. Well, you never know. You never know. I mean, like what my wife and I want to do is take a road trip.
Okay.
After we shoot these couple of films, I might be doing a film called Desiree. Right before Zombie.
Okay.
So basically, if I do those 2 films and then take some time off, before jumping into Preacher 6.
Yeah.
So that's if wishes were fishes, So
sure.
That's the plan. If all of that.
I've been trying to get everything. I've been trying to get people on the show, because the worst people could say is no.
Absolutely.
Is basically this is the way that like I'm looking at it. And this is a brand new thing that we've started, Kyle. We started like in March.
Shit, maybe the next person we have on the show is Andrea.
Yeah, possibly. We can get her on. And so I don't know if you're like a Game of Thrones guy, if you've gotten into that at all. Like, I don't even know if you have time to watch TV. Do you even have time to watch other TV?
You know what? I probably spend like 14 hours a day on Twitter trying to raise money for for Zombie.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty full-time job.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
I make some time.
Yeah. Well, there was a very prominent episode of Game of Thrones a couple weeks ago, and there was a young actor by the name of Sam Coleman that was playing the young version of a character on there, and I reached out to his people, and I got an email back today with the big blow off.
With the, hey, we're not interested, but fuck you.
Yeah, he's not really comfortable with, or he didn't say comfortable. I could bring it up and read it verbatim, but that makes too much sense.
Sure.
So I'd rather just do it vaguely. But that's pretty much what it was. It was just he can't commit to doing an interview on your show at this time.
The proverbial, who the fuck are you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's a funny thing. It's a funny world.
Yeah.
I think that people will think that they are something in their own minds that maybe they're not really in reality.
Yeah.
Not saying that this guy is like that, because were you speaking with him directly or
no? Went through was going through his people, because basically I
his
reached
agency.
out.
Okay. Here's the thing. Good luck.
Right. Right.
Thanks, Kyle.
Seriously. I mean, like, trying to go through managers and agents to get to an actor to do an interview is you are better off trying to contact them directly.
Well, see, I do that.
Unless, because it's like, because basically, their job sometimes, like a manager's job, is to make their client seem very, very important. And you want that.
Yeah.
But what it ends up doing is, like, pushing away opportunities that might come up.
Sure. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, this kid, he's 19 years old. He actually helped create probably one of the most iconic TV moments that's going to go down, at least for this year. He's actually in a movie. He's actually playing young Leatherface in a new Leatherface prequel movie.
Mm-hmm.
So he's playing young Leatherface in that movie. So yeah, and he does other things and whatnot. I mean, he's a 19-year-old actor, and he's over in the UK. So I understand that his availability is going to be different and these kind of things. And we are literally nobodies in this business. In regards to, at that echelon, you know what I mean? To where, it's not like we are broadcast radio and we've got 500,000, people locally and, your movie's opening on Friday.
22.
Sure. And we've got one guy.
It's better than 21.
Yeah. And we've got one guy from Denmark who listens every day.
Right.
That we do the show.
Yeah.
So, we are worldwide. So
technically, we are international. Yes. Technically,
so
we've got one listener that's international. So that technically makes
Mexico.
us international.
I've seen Mexico listeners, Spain.
Right. Oh yeah.
There's somebody in Spain that listened one time. So I mean, it's there.
Yeah, but then they probably hear our voices and they're like, "Oh, change the channel."
Yeah, delete. I'm not gonna listen to that. So, yeah, but it's like with everything. We're growing. We're gonna try and build it, and we're gonna try and make it just like what you guys are doing. With all the different projects, I'm excited, Kyle. I want to see them. I need to know when this chair is coming out and where it's coming out, so I can see that movie.
Well, you know what? I would say the best way to find that out will be to follow the Twitter.
I'm on it. I got that
awesome,
one,
yeah.
and everybody else needs to do that. That's listening. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a good movie. I already miss the Piper. I already miss him.
Oh, he was awesome. What a great guy.
Yeah, I'm a huge wrestling fan. He was one of my favorite guys for the longest time. And it was, that was a bummer of a day when I found out about that one.
Right.
Yes, it was.
So
yeah, there was a great disturbance in the force.
Absolutely. What else you got, Kyle? Anything else before we wrap it up, or?
Well, I mean,
whatever you want to put out there. If you're going to be riding your bike in whatever park in California and you want people to come out and see it, whatever you got going on, man, I'm all for it.
Well, my whole world right now is Zombie with a Shotgun.
Okay.
And so following that will be Preacher 6, and we can have me on later and we can talk about that when it comes down.
Absolutely.
Down the road. But,
yeah.
I would just ask for everybody to go and support Zombie with a Shotgun.
Absolutely.
And let's get this stuff done.
Yeah. So that Twitter is Zombie WA Shotgun, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So go and follow that one. You can find Kyle on Twitter, Kyle D Hester on Twitter. Correct.
That is correct.
On that one. So if you go there, you find those. You're going to find the links to their Indiegogo and all of that good stuff. Go donate. Do that so that I can get my stuff, people. Go and do that so I get my swag.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. I think people should definitely donate. I mean, this is definitely unique. It's I think it's a great project. The big companies aren't involved with it, which I think is awesome. You know what I mean? So I'll definitely be donating as well as soon as I get a chance. And
we'll get there.
Yeah, I encourage others to do it as well.
Thank you very much. You know what? Here's the thing, because that word, that donate word, it's actually not really what it is. It's like it's a contribution.
Sure.
You know, so that because it's like you get into politics in this country, and like all of a sudden people think donating is like, oh, you're looking for a handout. I'm not giving you nothing to make you
right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've had somebody say, I'm if I give you $10, I'm helping you, you create your dreams, and my life is shit. And I was like, well, we're kind of all in the same boat here.
Sure,
like
sure.
If I didn't need money to make a film, I would just pay for it myself.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So it's not like we're Hilton and I are a couple of millionaires and we're like, we're gonna get one over on these people.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we're gonna get them rubes good.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Well, that kind of brings me to a point of like when I see these GoFundMe campaigns or these Kickstarter campaigns or these like pledge music campaigns where musicians I do it. I give these guys money because I'm just a huge fan. But like, there's certain musicians where you just know, dude, you guys are fucking millionaires. Why am I pledging my money to get you to make this record?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm getting a signed record in the process of pledging, but it's like, dude,
Yeah, well, I think when, who was it that raised like $2 million? That woman. I can't recall right
was
now.
she unsigned or signed?
I think she was unsigned at the time,
Right.
but she's pretty famous. So, but yeah, I think it's an opportunity. If you get something from like contributing to something like that, then it's kind of like pre-sales,
Right.
you know. So to get this made, we are counting on, I'm using air quotes, pre-sales, you know, to make this happen. And so, you know, I mean, who knows, man? You know, it's like some of these, like musicians, it's difficult to make money.
Yeah.
You know, especially now with piracy and digital and,
Sure.
you know, it's like all that stuff, unless you're on the radio,
Yeah.
you know, or in big budget films,
Yeah.
you know, it's difficult to make money. So,
Right.
so I can totally see it. And like, basically you got to get yourself out there somehow.
Sure.
So, you know, I think that basically, you know, understanding, because the big picture of this crazy business,
Right.
you know, that like most of the people that you would think, you know, oh, these people must be rolling, you know, it's like, no, they are trying to bust ass every day, just like you,
Sure.
you know, to get the bills paid and
Yeah.
Yep.
you know, all that. I don't own a house yet.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But I live in LA though.
Right.
So it's like
Right.
everything's like $1 million.
Well, I mean, you're paying for a 1-bedroom apartment. That's the price of a house, so I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally. Exactly.
So I mean, yeah, absolutely. So I mean, like, and I'm all for it. You know, whatever it takes to get the job done.
Yeah, absolutely.
And basically, you're a job creator. That's what you are.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
you know,
true.
You're trying to put a production together that would put people to work and let them make money, and then they go spend it. So, and you are an economy booster. So you're a job creator and economy booster. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, no, that's absolutely right.
Yeah.
And so, you know, like last year with the chair, you know, we put a bunch of people, because it takes a lot of people to make a movie.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, they
Yeah.
do. Hell yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's not just some guy with a camera.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
And that's what people think. It's like, just what do you need? Just show up with the camera, you know, and a couple of actors, and you'll be fine. It's like,
Right.
no, you look like a high school production, you know.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, there's a lot to. I mean, just looking at the chair trailer, you know. I mean, you know, the director of photography, you know, was amazing.
Right.
And it's like to get those saturated tones and the lighting and like all that, and then not even talking about the acting.
Right.
It's like everybody has to be really good at what they do to pull off a movie, because
Right.
it's like it's only going to be as good as the weakest link,
Right.
you know. So
Yeah, it's, you know, I mean, I had a buddy who was involved in small budget films around town and whatnot, and I mean, they took like an hour break from shooting to put up lights because they lost daylight and they were still shooting daytime scenes, and so these guys are out there breaking their backs, like raising lights to the second floor dining room area where they were getting ready to shoot that scene in daylight. And I'm like, this is maddening.
Right.
Like I couldn't even fathom trying to be in control of that
Right.
and everything else. Yeah, so it's just not like, you know, hey, turn on the camera, hit that little clippy board thing, and action,
Right.
and movies made, ta-da!
Right.
You know,
done, ta-da, coming up tomorrow.
Right.
the man said ta-da.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't even.
Right.
That's oh my god.
Kyle, thanks for being on the show, man.
Absolutely,
You
man.
totally rock.
I made my day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anytime, I'm glad to come on.
Just say, hey,
whenever
I got
you
something I
have.
want to talk about. Can I come on the show? And I'll be like, yes, come back.
I want to talk ghost stories
Yeah.
with Kyle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
we'll do that.
we'll
We'll
set
do
it
that
up.
sometime.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Kyle. Appreciate it, man. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so
All
much.
right.
You too.
We'll see you guys.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. That dude's awesome, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That is awesome.
Yeah, Kyle's rad, man. I love his personality. He sounds like a down-to-earth, genuine dude. I really think he's going to go far.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just from what I've seen with the stuff that he's been doing, that the chair,
right?
I've seen that just because it's on their on the Twitter and they're pushing everything and all of that. And it's it's definitely one because I am a horror guy. I like I like the Saw movies and the Freddy Kruegers and I like the good Freddy Kruegers, not like Freddy vs. Jason and all that bullshit.
Yeah, that was a pretty decent one.
Nah,
that was like as good as
Jason in space,
Alien versus Predator.
Space. Oh my god, oh my god, dude, Alien versus Predator.
Oh my god.
Huh? What? It's over?
Yeah.
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 I knew he was going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Just, talk to him. And he's hilarious. He's funny and all that stuff. He's got everything that you need. And I think he's got the right attitude dealing with all that bullshit out there.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
I mean?
when I worked on the Tonight Show, for the short period that Conan had the Tonight Show, there was some actors on there where you were just like, you would see them backstage, you know what I mean, and you're just like, this is going to be an awkward interview, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Kyle, the guy had lots to say, and I loved his personality.
Yeah, absolutely. Zombie with a Shotgun, everybody.
Absolutely.
I just Google it. You'll find it. It'll be up there. Everything else, Andrea, I'm going to give you a follow after the show. Stalker.
Yeah, we're just going to refer to you as Andrea the Stalker.
That's it. I've never had a stalker before. I think it might be kind of cool.
Well, no, it's Kyle Stalker.
Oh, that's Kyle. That's right. Okay. All right. Well, if you got room and you need a sub-stalker type of thing.
When you can't find Kyle.
That's right.
You can stalk us.
That kind of a thing. So, yeah, Zombie with a Shotgun, Preacher 6, The Chair. Go look for all that stuff and just keep following all of those accounts so that you guys can see when that stuff hits.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know where to go, man. I'm all amped still.
Dude, I want to see this Costco fight.
All
I've been
right.
hearing a lot about it everywhere. And
So I've got those hidden